Hey guys. All right, so today's video I'll be going through a website audit for one of a business website. So they've requested an audit from us. So basically, I'll be running through the audit, and along the way I'll be explaining to you some of the things that you need to watch out for, especially if you own a website or if you're working on a website, and sort of like the best practices and the most common issues that website have that stops them from getting organic traffic. So if you have any questions, feel free to leave them at whichever platform that you're watching on. If not, then feel free to leave it in the comments. Yeah, so let's get started. So today's website will be auditing on, it's called Multico. And so this is the site that we are auditing. Okay, so a few things that I'd like to take note first, and well, we have to create a new sheet for them. Wait, where is it? Oh no. Client workbook. Where is website quality audit? But you know what? I think I actually removed it the last time that I audited. I think it was this one. Huh. Wait a minute. Okay, so what we want to do is make a copy. Then we want to move this back to our template. Okay, sorry guys, let me just get it set up, get everything set up first. Issues when you have too many templates. So 2.1. Okay, 2.1, 2.1. So we're going to rename this 2.1. Make a copy. So this is our copy version. Oh damn, it's not the, oh my god, okay. The formatting is all screwed up, so this is not the version I want. Okay, wait a minute. That's Yep, so let's make a copy of this. Client. So 2.1. Yeah, so this should work. There we go. Yep, so this is it. So again, wait, let me just make a copy. I don't want to use the main template again. So make a copy. Okay, so finally, so first step, what we always want to do is just to make a copy of our template. And then this will allow us to record everything that we found for this site. Audit overview. Okay, so notes, audit overview. Then this is just purely for aesthetic purposes. Okay, so let's take a look at what we can find straight off. So it's already, so it seems like this is a multilingual site because it's redirecting me. When I land on this page, it's redirecting me to /multico. And you can see the bottom left hand side, by right, this is supposed to be pointing to their own site, but it's pointing to a language-en. So highly likely this is a href slang. And this is not found, which is very weird. So let me just go back again. Okay, let me just go to multico and see where does that take me. So this is kind of funny because it's redirecting me. The home page is redirecting me, which is a direct redirect. It's kind of weird. Okay, and from what I'm seeing here, I'm not sure why is it redirecting. Because it's supposed to be going to their own page unless they have multiple languages. So one important thing is whenever you click on the homepage, it's supposed to go to the homepage. And how this URL structure is set up, it's weird. So we just want to make sure to list it down. Home page redirecting to other pages. Okay, so this is more like a technical issue. This. Okay, then let's go take a look. So this is getting 301, which is weird. They don't seem to have href slang. And if you're not sure what this is a basically, if a website has multiple languages or different countries, right? What they will do is whenever you land on the site, they will direct you to the correct language or correct location pages based on where you're going to their website from. So let me just take a look if their main site has href slang. And this is how you actually do a check to see what pages are Google indexing, which is already very weird. Let me. So there's no href slang, so I don't get why the homepage is redirecting. So that's why this is weird. The homepage shouldn't be redirecting to another page. Multico. Weird. Okay, so that's one thing. And then secondly, what you always want to do is to make sure to have analytics installed and make sure there's no issues with it. So, so it looks like they have two analytics installed here. Referral Google. Okay, so something weird going on here. Multiple installation. Okay, so we're just gonna put this in here. And then again, with all these, right, what I usually do is I usually tell them what the issue is, but I will not fix it for them, because fixing these issues for them is what we provide as a service, or what I provide as a service. But we just want to make sure to let them know exactly what they need to work on, and then they need to either spend their own resources to fix those things. So they can either spend their time, which is their own time, to go and fix all these things, learn how to do it, or they could spend money. That means hiring somebody to do it, ideally us or whoever else, to fix all these things for them. But if I were to go through every single step on how to fix it, it's going to take a lot of time, and it doesn't make sense for us. So moving on, how we work. So this is like a app, okay. Yeah, it seems like they have two analytics being set up. So it's being tracked twice, so that's not good. You only want to have one analytics set up. Okay, so already before even plugging in the audit, there's already some issues. Okay, so these are their venture partners, which is also okay. Okay, so I just basically want to check what they have. I'm not sure if there's a button behind this chatbot. There seems to be like a button behind this chatbot. So this could be a design issue, but one way to check whether it's a page mobile responsive, you can just right click inspect and then toggle the device bar, and sometimes you have to reload the page. So this is how it looks like on mobile, which is okay. Okay, so this is way too small. Way too small. And some alignment issues here. Yeah. Okay, and then let's see. Sign up. These are okay. So the alignments, let me just refresh to double check. Yep, alignment's kind of weird here, but I don't want to dive into design issues, because they have mentioned that they'll probably be migrating away from this platform, which is HubSpot. So I don't want to touch on design issues, even though it's a problem. So okay, so that's that. So what we want to do is we just want to see whether is there any weird stuff going on with their robots.txt. Okay. So block sample. So do they have a page like that? So robots.txt, if you are not sure what it is, it's a sort of like a language or instruction to Google or to bots out there on the whole online. So with all these instructions, you're basically telling these bots what to do and what not to do. So this, in this case, is telling the bot to not allow the bot to crawl these pages. So let me see if this page exists. I think it does. Oops. So there's no pages here. So I'm not sure why they have a disallow here, because it's not needed. I don't know why this is. Yeah. And then a preview. So, okay, seems like it's okay. Now let's check out if they have a sitemap. So these are their sitemaps. Okay. Change their sitemap. Okay, so what we'll do right now is we'll open up Screaming Frog. And also at the same time, we wanna plug this URL to see are they getting any sort of organic traffic, which I highly doubt so. Okay, so they are getting some organic traffic. And yeah, basically for their brand. So it's branded searches. Other than that, not really. And they have a couple of links. So yeah, so all these are auto-generated links. So it's kind of like PR links, and yeah, so basically not a bunch of links. So a link profile, and so we are just how to say, looking at an overview of what the website is. When did it get started, how many links it has, and the amount of traffic it's getting, what kind of traffic it's getting. So now that we have an overall idea, we can now plug in the site. And we'll do a crawl. So this will be relatively fast because it's a small site. Or at least I hope it's a small site. 88. Oh my god. Okay. So a lot of images and okay, so for these pages, they are not getting indexed, I think. I hope not, because that's going to be a main issue if they do get indexed. Yep, so they're not getting indexed, which is good. So, few things which is kind of weird. They have a bunch of 404 pages here. It's just kind of weird, to be honest. So what I will do is I'll export everything out, and then we'll open it up with our template. So it's easier to mess with the data. So now what we want to do is we want to take everything here. So I'm going to move this to another screen. It's easier. Okay. So I think we'll need to sort out by content type. So I'm going to insert one content. Latest code. Flexibility. Title. Oops. So you can see there's a bunch of issues here already. Metas. Data ones. Word count. Move the. Okay, so these are what they have. Let me see. Page tab, content, status code. Yep. So this is what. So this is what's going on with your site. So we want to hide all these because we are not offering them those services right now. So this will give you a rough idea of what's going on with the site. Okay, there's too many columns, so I'm gonna delete some columns. Okay. And then we want to just make it look nice. There are okay. So we can filter all this out and just why is that blank? Oh, okay. So these are 301s. Okay, so we only want to take a look at HTML. We don't want to take a look at JavaScript. Right, all these JavaScripts. Because I don't think this is being indexed. I hope it's not. Yep, so these are pages. Thing is indexed. Okay. So we only want to take a look at see this JavaScript. What is this? Hey. HTML, HTML, HTML. These are fonts, I assume. Yep, so these are not getting text. So text.html, don't have to worry. So we only need to do this too, and then the blanks. So these are the ones that we need to look at, because these I think are live pages. So now, so you already can tell that there's a weird stuff going on with their home page. Okay, so we want to sort them out here. So this is weird, right? Because why do they have this page? Okay, they should just remove this page. That's number one. And number two, their homepage is getting redirected, which is weird as well, because it should not be redirecting. So their homepage is redirecting, which is weird. So they should not have their homepage redirecting. And then now let's go take a look. So we want to look at different status code first. Okay, so they have a bunch of status code here. Let's check out their temporary redirects. It's weird. Again, they don't have href length, so I'm not sure why all these redirections are in place. So basically, they don't want to have unnecessary redirects in this case because they do not have href length. But I think their platform is trying to implement a href length, and I think there's a option that the platform offers, but they are not making use of that option. But because their platform offers a option like that, so they automatically have these kind of pages being set up. So that's weird. And then we can see 301s. Let's go check out. This is getting redirected. So blog, topic, food and beverage, blog, hack. Okay. Not so sure about that. So they probably changed their, I think this is fine because they probably changed their structure of how, instead of they used to be topic in the past, now they change it to text, which is what I believe. Because if you take a look at this I think will be redirected to blog dash tag dash venue. Yeah, so they changed the way of how they structure the URL structure, so that's fine. And then we want to see 404 pages. So 404 pages are generally pages that are not there already, but somehow it's getting cropped because there's still links going here. Okay, so a bunch of 404 pages. So we're gonna write here. Okay, 404 pages. 302 pages. And 301 pages. Okay, then now let's go back to the audit. So now let's find out the pages that are live. Okay, so these are the more important pages. So what I want to do is I want to make them all same size. Okay. Then now let's go take a look. So first of all, you can already see that the current page title are duplicate page titles all over. Okay, and again, I'm going to give them generic things that I found, just because, you know, I do have time constraint and I can't go into exactly every single one of them. Title length. Okay, so you see over here, this is what you do not want to be indexed, right? You don't want your tag pages to be indexed. So this is not getting cropped right now, but I do believe that this is This is index, or is that a canonical? What is this? Why is their canonical tag so weird? Yep, so I don't think, yeah, so they have no canonical. In word count. So basically pages like this, you do not want to index it. But in this case, so this is technical again. Thin pages indexed. They're not indexed, but they have theme pages ready to be indexed, just it's not indexed yet. So duplicated page titles on page. Duplicated page titles. What else? Here we go. Below average word count. So if you have a page that is live on your site, you want it to have minimum around 500 words. So as you can see from here, I'm going to do this so that it's easier for them to see. If it's less than 500, show me a red. Okay, so you can see a lot of their pages are below 500 words, so that's not good. And then when we take a look at what is going on here, okay. Okay, so this is way too big. Okay, so duplicated page titles, I think I have. Yeah, duplicated page titles. Archive pages, author pages don't have to be there. Yeah, so generally, this is not a website that's going to get any sort of organic traffic whatsoever. Okay, let's go and take a look at their metas. So metas are the same. Duplicated meta description. And again, because they are doing themselves, right, it's going to take a lot of time for them to do it. So I hope they have the time to do it. So too short. So their meta description is too short. Should be between 70 to 155. Missing header ones and word count. Another on page SEO. Missing page ones. And yeah, basically that's it. Yep, basically that's it. Let me just check their canonical. So this is a self-referencing canonical, which is fine. Fine. Okay. So the rest of the stuff here, these are the main problems usually with websites, as you can see from this audit, right? Because most of the time when people create website, they are creating for human beings, which is the way to go. But one more thing, if you want your website to be found, you need to make sure that your website, it's sort of optimized for search engines to understand your site, because eventually you're creating your website for human beings and for human beings to see, right? To give human beings, your target audience or your target traffic value. But before that, that's actually step two. Step one, you need to make sure that your target audience or people find your page. And how you want to do that is make sure to fix all these things, okay, these duplicate issues, because if you don't fix all this, your website can be beautifully done up, but it's not going to receive any organic traffic. So people will not find your website unless they know about your brand. Because if they know about your brand, they'll be searching your brand. But for people that doesn't know your brand, they're not going to reach your pages if they search for something relatable to the service that you're offering. So if that makes sense. So there's a bunch of stuff that's going on. So basically, I think that is the kind of, I'm basically done with the audit. I don't want to go into too much in depth, just because, the more issues that I find, the more technical it is, and it's not gonna do well for them, as well as, in a sense that it's gonna take a lot of resources and a lot of time. So these alone will already help them out, I hope. Yeah, so let me see if their archive pages are getting indexed already. Yeah, so their archive pages are already getting indexed. So this is not what you want. Because these pages are thin in content and some of them is not unique. So yeah. So that's that. So yeah, I'm done with the audit, and I think this is a pretty quick audit. So hopefully that helps you out when you're dealing with your own site, and if you're working on, any sort of websites. Few things for you to take note on. So with that being said, if you have any questions, feel free to let me know. If you like to discuss SEO or learn about SEO or ask any questions the next time we go live, just subscribe, so I think you'll get a notification somewhere on either YouTube, Twitch. Yeah, so that's all. Thank you so much for watching this, and until then,